you dispatch riders.
We don't get customers. Governments do this.
Like, I get
You want
to
to
bring bottle on his head.
be-
University student, anytime you guys come, they always have to teach you guys one thing more than once. On a normal day, I'm quiet, but this time around, they hear me. Hey everyone, and welcome to the first ever episode of the Host Table. I am Pearl, and I'm here with.
Michaela.
We are so excited to bring you this podcast show, and we'll be talking about real conversations and fresh perspectives to you. Grab a seat, relax, and let's dive right in. So, today we are going to be talking about one key topic that has been trending over the week, and that's mainly about hospitality. To break it down, I'll talk about customer service, how we are being treated when we go out. I know you guys have had um issues about it and you do not have the platform to voice it out. So this platform is actually going to be a platform for you to voice everything you have to say about customer service, how you are being treated. Thank you, and let's dive right in.
Okay, so Pearl,
Yes.
within your very first 2 minutes of arrival, what do you expect to see? What do you expect to feel and experience at a restaurant, a hotel, whatsoever be it?
Okay, so personally, I would say I have to feel that sense of acknowledgement, if that's the right word I'm supposed to use. I'd use a word of acknowledgement because once you enter a restaurant, you need to feel comfortable. You need to be greeted. That's one thing, with a smile on your face, meaning the service personnel has to be happy. Even if your day isn't going well, just put a smile on your face. You can usher the customer to his or her seat, and then later on, you can ask what the customer would want to order. I think that's basically something good. And I would also add the environment has to be aesthetically pleasing. That is one thing that most youth look out for in our days, where you can take good pictures, post it on your social media platforms. That's basically what I want to experience in my first 10 seconds upon arrival at a restaurant.
Well, for me, I really take notice of smell. Yes, I like smell, I like fragrances a lot. So upon arrival, within the very first 2 minutes, I expect the place to smell very calm, very subtle, not too funny. Shouldn't be too artificial where you can identify that the place has been sprayed or there are fragrances around. It should smell very natural, and I expect the customers to feel I expect to feel very calm in the environment.
And guys, speaking about smells, let me refer you to Jane Do Place, and that is where we are currently hosting our podcast. We have an eatery, we have a bar, we have a conference room where you can have your meetings. We have a big screen if you want to watch a match or a movie night. You can just pass by. We can even have karaoke nights as well. We are located at Adringano American House, or you can just follow the Google map and it will bring you right here. I think to add up, I would also say the manner in which you talk to your customer, the tone in which you speak to your customer should also be at a leverage, because sometimes you might be speaking in a high tone and then the customer might actually take it in a different way. By you bringing your voice down and being polite and all, it's also part of the factors of being polite. So you bringing your voice down and then trying to talk to your customer is also part of it.
And a friendly greeting as
Oh
well.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. That's I would say I've had experiences like that, and it wasn't good at all.
With the friendly greeting.
not necessarily about the friendly greeting, but I come to you. Let me just tell you the story. So one time I went to the bank to make payments for my fees, and then at the counter, I don't know what number counter it was, but there was a specific lady there. Instead of her to take me through how I'm supposed to fill the receipt, I made a mistake. And instead of her to just tell me, okay, this is not what you're supposed to write on the receipt, she was like, eh, why is it that you students, university students, especially this school, anytime you guys come, they always have to teach you guys one thing more than once? And I was just like, if I'm doing the wrong thing, I should be corrected.
Exactly.
I should be corrected. You don't have the right to come and shout at me. There's a reason why you are there. To take care of customers, to be very cool with them. If you are continuing this attitude, do you think customers will actually come to you like the way they used to? If you
Funny
are
enough, that's what they don't understand, that customer service is all about being chill, being calm, having a very bright, nice smile, making eye contact, and being friendly. Because if I come to you once and you don't treat me nicely, I don't think you expect me to come back again to feel insulted. Also, with that, I saw a video of a lady complaining that she had an experience with a certain restaurant where she went, she sat down. Okay, when she entered, no one really paid attention to her. They didn't mind her because in that restaurant, because their aesthetics are very nice, they claim that most of these influencers just come sit around and take pictures and leave without ordering anything. So once you trip in, they just pretend as if they've not seen you. They give you like 5 minutes to settle in. I'm like, what? How do you do this as a restaurant? Fast forward, she said she sat down, right? And then since she wasn't being attended to, she went ahead to take her pictures like everyone else would do. Then she was still waiting for a waiter to attend to her. Usually you wait for a waiter to attend to
Yeah.
you. You don't ask for a
Yes.
waiter, from what I know.
Exactly.
So she then got up in attempt to go ask who is supposed to attend to her. And then she realized that none of them at the bar were really concerned. So she just asked for the washroom to go and take more pictures with her friends. When she came back and she sat again, then one of the waiters now came. That was like 30 minutes gone already in the restaurant. Then the waiter now came to her asking her that they don't condone people coming around to take pictures. Like, no,
Ah.
we actually came here to get food and take more pictures and leave. But if this is what you are going to do, we want to see your manager.
If they were actually paying close attention to her walking in, they should know that okay, she arrived at this time and someone is actually supposed to go
Exactly.
and attend to her.
Exactly. And it's not basically for just pictures she came.
So what if I ended up leaving? You guys would later on come and say that oh, and this customer she came, she didn't even buy anything. She only took pictures and then she left.
It's not even that this customer she came, we don't get customers. Market is slow, market is this, government help,
My
governments do
enemies.
this. You see, but it all trips down to us being us and us not working on ourselves. That goes to the managers too. Please, before you employ anyone, you have to work on them, train them as much so that when they come out, they're able to offer the best to your restaurant so your name doesn't go around and giving you bad tags and all of that. Yeah, so please work on your personnel as well.
Because now everything is on the social media. Once influencers or whoever goes there and they start making videos and then they publish it on social media platforms, you guys will start saying, this person came, they just did this, and they didn't order for food, and now they are coming to or tarnish the image of the restaurant. Not only restaurants, this issue is not only referring to restaurants.
It's way
Everywhere.
beyond, exactly.
Everywhere. Hospitals, schools, anywhere. Even dispatch riders. You dispatch riders. You people. The shaggy guys have been showing people, eh? So how come me I'll order for food and then you will eat my chicken or the food and come and
Now
give
if
me the
he's
rice
angry,
like
what
that?
should he do?
No. There's a reason why I've ordered for the food. You need my services. I also need my food. You need my money. I need my food. Come and give me the food. You still eat my food and then come and
You see,
At the
sometimes it's
end-
not their fault. So we, the customers now, we to be apart. We
But
cannot give them wahala on their way bringing the food.
see,
Then they
I
wait.
remember.
They'll call you, and then we the customers, which we are giving them pressure. And a master way do him, master way doing, give them directions. So we'll be disturbing their peace. Into where I then where
There's something on my heart, and if I don't say this right now, it won't leave my body. I quite remember one time we were writing exams, and I was so craving so much. Like I was craving for fufu, and I was like, "You let me order for fufu," and I ordered for the fufu. 1 hour, this man is not in. Not knowing he wasn't on campus, so he wasn't like that dispatch riding thing is just for the campus people. It's not for outside. And then you've accepted the request, knowing very well that you are not on campus, so and you made me wait there. And initially, if the person hasn't yet taken the food, meaning you won't get the person's number. That is how it is. And I was waiting because I had already paid for the food. So I have no option than to wait. I can't order for another food and then the fufu will come. Because if I say I won't mind the person if he comes, it's my money that is going to waste like that.
well, true.
When he came, I was like, no. On a normal day, I'm quiet, but this time around, I mean, fan channel. When he came, and then he did his face like some puppy bee. And I was like, "Okay, why?" I was like, "I'm sorry." And I was like, "For real? Like one hour, 1 hour." And it was like he wasn't on campus.
If you are not on campus, how do you accept
When
to
he
deliver
accepted the
food?
thing, he wanted to cancel it, but it wasn't working. It wasn't working.
At
Sensei.
least call. You see, sometimes when you order a ride and it's not doing from their side, they will call you and tell you that, oh, please cancel the ride because I'm not close enough or something. He could have called you, or what happened to that one too? And that
I
one
said
too
that
wasn't doing.
day, hey, my roommate cried. She saw that like I ate
You
I
want
would
to
break bottle on his head.
break-
I would break bottle on his head. Because that day I was so hungry. Like me now, I didn't wake up early. So you yourself imagine.
And
I've not
exam
woken
pressure
up.
too on top, Charlie.
That time I became so lean.
Oh, Charlie.
Just small food let me eat. This man. And upon arrival, that was not even the worst part though. Yeah, ordered for chicken wing. I got drumstick. And I called him. And that drumstick, no, that chicken was smaller. That
They say
chicken,
where
and
they
I
will
called him
put
and I was
there.
like, I'm the lady that came to take the food. And he was like, yes. And I was like, this is not the chicken I ordered for. And he was like, oh, really? That was what the woman gave me. Oh. And I was like, please find a solution for me. And he was like, okay, I'll tell the app so that they refund you back your money. And I know those things, they won't work.
It doesn't go
It
anywhere.
won't work. And I was like, if I see, I've marked your face.
Next
If
time
I see you,
again.
walai, if I see your face, there's no way I'll order for that food for you to come and deliver. Let me take my 2 legs and waka and go and take the food.
Exactly.
University, you are in school and then you
You know,
yeah,
your last.
we are already we are already squeezing. It's just once in a while that you want to chop life kakra. And then you come and just spoil my mood that day.
Upon arrival, how do we make the arrival of the customer very smooth and emotionally warm?
I think it just refers to the first point I
Well-
made about the 10 seconds. In the first 10 seconds, what are you supposed to experience? First off, I'll say aesthetics. Like the place should be looking very good. The place should be neat as well. There are some customer service personnels, when someone is done eating, instead of them to come and then clear the table so that the next customer would come and then use that table.
It's
won't.
left there and then
When the
you
customer is seated there, that is when they remember that they are supposed to come and clear the table. It doesn't project a good image about the place. You have to be organized. That is the issue. You have to be organized.
And also, I feel like the service providers, let's say the restaurants, the hotels, the hospitals, you should anticipate the needs of the customer. In the sense that, you see, when you go to those small supermarkets, they have this baskets that are placed at vantage points, that if you know that your things or your load is going to be a lot, not necessarily your load being a lot, you just pick it so you can drop whatever you want to purchase
Yeah.
inside. And even when you go to these bougie hotels, they have this huge luggage carriers that are outside that customers just have to wait. Then there's a
Yes.
carrier that will put your luggage on and then you drag this. I feel like that is very bougie. So it should be considered in most of the other restaurants and then the hotels as well. When you come to the hospital, you see there's this, they have these wheelchairs and then these
Yeah.
beds that puts
Convey the
the,
sick people
yes,
to
the
the ward.
the patient's on. I feel like that's very thoughtful. At that point, they put the customer first. They think of the customer so that the customer won't suffer, won't go through some kind of stress when their needs are being catered for.
And some of our nurses, sometimes when their day doesn't go well, they can just come and then pour their frustrations on you.
Well, I feel like it's not their fault sometimes because recently, right, there was this saga about them not being paid, their pay being delayed. And I have a friend, right, who is also studying nursing. So she gave me a few details about it that sometimes their day is not too well. It's quite busy there and you are being yelled at by your seniors and all of that. So sometimes I understand though, because they go through it too. You go and see some diabetic leg, you won't be very happy, you won't be very appealing to you, you won't be happy about it, but you will have to dress the wound and all of that. Then you come to another patient who is giving you a tough time. You will have no other option than to unleash your stress. Sometimes I think we should understand them.
Yeah, in general, I feel like it's a 50-50 kind of thing. So, Michaela, what key details help us greet guests personally?
Okay. So with some restaurants, before you trip in, you have to book. You have to book that you be coming, or you have to reserve a table. Yes, they usually say you reserve a table before you step in. Okay, so with your reservation, they know that it's you because you reserve with your name and your number. To make it more bougie and fun, why don't you welcome whoever is coming in by mentioning their name? I don't know how
You
others are
mean by mentioning the
his
person who
name,
has
like
booked the
like
place's name?
on arrival, like hello, say so and so,
I feel
or
like
hello
it's not
with
everyone
your
that would want
exactly. Not
to go
everyone,
to, yeah.
but I feel like it's better to take the risk than not to try at all.
If it were to be a
Outside
bigger
Ghana,
person, I don't think the person wants their name to be mentioned.
well, me, I feel like it's better to take the risk than not to try at all. Maybe some people, you mention their name and you throw them a back and then they'll come more and more because we have some very bold and courageous people here. And also with very bougie salons lately, on arrival, they give you like complimentary wine,
No.
chocolates, and water and all of that. I feel like
Guys,
that's a
these are
very
the
good
DB, so
this I
we've
beg.
experienced how that
And
wine.
complimentary wine on arrival. I feel like that's very classy. And funny enough, if you're like a foreigner and you trip in, they have this kind of bougie way they treat you. All you have to do is to change your tone
I
a
feel like
bit.
it's not supposed to be just about foreigners. We are also Ghanaians. We are your own people. You guys to treat
Well,
us well, and we don't deserve. Don't we deserve that?
I
That
mean, we
feeling.
all
We
deserve it,
deserve
but
it, but you see, sometimes too, they make you feel like, okay, because the person is a foreigner, you have to treat that person like
a little more special
special.
so you can save them and then they come back some other time.
When they go, maybe it's during 30 December that will come back. Or you
Of
and I,
course,
we
because
are here.
it's the
We
30
are not
December
going
now that
anywhere.
we get
So
the
if you don't
money.
treat me well, and then I see a certain place that is good, I'll
As
go
small,
for
small
it. So
containers. Go back
yes,
there. And just like that, we've wrapped our very first episode of the host table. I hope you enjoyed every bit of this episode and you would like to join us for our second episode. Please don't forget to like, follow, and comment because your comment keeps our table full. Like it says, the host table. Follow us on all our social media handles at the host table _. and we would like to have you on our very next episode.
And guys, subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. And the name is at Jandu Studios. Subscribe and comment. Thank you very much.